Another arrest is proving how phone apps that kids are exposed to every day could put them in the path of a sexual predator. Pasco County deputies say 23-year-old Tyler Dempsey was using an app called Whisper to try to meet young girls. Investigators say it worked and that he met a 12-year-old girl through the app, picked her up, and had sex with her. According to the arrest affidavit, the girl didn't even understand what Dempsey meant when he asked her to have sex. He's now charged with sexual battery.
Now, parents, you probably didn't need to hear about that arrest to know the importance of keeping track of the apps that your kids use. But it's also important to know how they work. So we're going to go over 3 that you should watch out for. The first one, Whisper, the one used in that Pasco County sex battery case. It lets anyone create anonymous profiles, geolocate people near them, and request to communicate. If the person on the other end is a predator, they can pose as anybody and get important personal information from your kid. Next is Musical.ly app. It's wildly popular with teenagers right now. Kids can create videos of them lip-syncing songs. But according to smartsocial.com, a website that watches for troubling apps, parents reported finding adult video content, suggestive pictures, language, and dancing. And if you search for certain keywords in the app, your kid may be exposed to inappropriate content. And the Kik Messenger app, it allows anyone on the app to contact your kid and directly message them. The problem here, you don't know who is contacting your kid and what information they are getting from them. Now, many of these apps appear simple enough in the homepage, but know how the app works. Use all of the chat rooms, the live streaming abilities, search bars, and features of it to really understand what type of access it gives strangers to your kids. And keep in mind, there are thousands of apps just like these 3 that change all the time. So keep checking in with your kids about the risks of talking and sending pictures or videos to strangers.
Good advice there. On Facebook Live tonight, many of you say it's like the Wild West. Nobody's verifying the age of the people that are using these apps. Tari points out there should be mandatory age verification for mature apps. And Yvonne says Kik is actually rated for teens, but sadly, there are many adults that use this app and for the wrong reason. And by the way, Yvonne, you are spot on. The Kik app says that it is rated for ages 17 plus, but there's no age verification, so anyone can download it and use it. Rebecca, you made a point about apps that give away your location. Snapchat now has GPS. Unless the user goes to setting and turn it off, it's on. I think it should be off when installed. Give the user the option to know when it's on. And because all of this has happened, many of you had decided that kids and smartphones just do not mix. Squires and Joy says kids should have SafeLink phones where there's no internet, just texting. And Steve says we didn't have cell phones growing up. What good reason do they need them now? Bonnie, you're saying no phone, period. This must be tough with you. You say my daughter is 14 in 8th grade, and I'm reminded daily that she's the only one without a phone. She's lived just fine without one. And one more thing, there are applications that can actually take the parental controls off of these phones. So unfortunately, you still do have to look at what's happening on your child's phone.